All right, welcome to InsidePool.tv for Efren Reyes versus Earl Strickland. We are here at Steinway Billiards in New York City. And we thank you so much for joining us. Inside Pool is here with NYC Grind, and we want to thank you so much. We're brought to you by CNG Gas, ProPool.com. Coast to Coast Restoration, Kamui Tips and Chalk, the Bankshot Calculator, special shout outs to Thomas Warren, Richard Burkhart, A1 Messaging Service. And we'll get to more of that later. BBQJunction.com as well. So thank you so much for joining us. I'm Alvin with Inside Pool. I'm here with Gail Robles. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you, Alvin?
Good. You sound good there. So get ready for this historic match. Now we're doing 9-ball race to 21 here at Steinway Billiards. And the house is packed.
Again. Last night we saw Earl defeat Efren 17 to, do you remember the score?
11, I believe.
17 to 11 in the 8-ball race. There's going to be 3 different races that these two guys are going to play, 8-ball, 9-ball, and 10-ball. Tonight's 9-ball, it's a race of 17, alternate break. Call shot, call safe, the same rules that we play on the Predator Pro-Am Tour for the pros. And no jump cues except full length. We got to witness a lot of amazing play last night. I learned so much in that one match, just the genius behind what these two guys think of doing in the game of 8-ball. It was amazing. And their cue ball control through most of the match was fantastic. And I believe Earl started out with just 1 miss in the first, I want to say 12 racks, something like that. And then they had a few more misses towards the end of the match. They were a little frustrated because the break wasn't consistent. But all in all, they really just played amazing. And Earl took the game because he got out of some really tough racks. And then Efren just made a couple of, unusual mistakes towards the end of the set and let Earl gain a large enough lead to take it 17 to 11.
Yeah, that was some amazing pool going on. It was just amazing in here last night. What an exciting event. One of the more exciting pool events, and I've been doing this for 10 years and at the top level here, and that was just one of the most amazing challenge match environments I've ever been in, that's for sure. It was very exciting.
It was. It was.
And both the players were just totally into it.
A lot of people were talking about a kicked-in 8-ball that Earl did call. And Efren had played a safety. Not the best safety, but safety nonetheless. The only way Earl was going to make the ball was to kick in the 8-ball. And he called it, kicked it into the side pocket on this 10-foot table, and the house came down.
Man, Earl's made some, I've seen him make shots where I'm just randomly doing something, look up, wow, that was an amazing shot he just made there.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're looking at 1-0 in this race to 21.
And Earl's off to the same start he was yesterday.
I'm a firm believer in the first ball of the set, play it like it's the last ball. Really get that mental edge and just start playing as hard. A lot of players will start slow and then they'll slouch in the middle of the match, and then they'll try to catch up at the end. So
I agree.
And Earl's one of the players that really gets it going.
Yeah, he starts off from the very beginning. He's got an intensity right from the start. I definitely know a number of players that they seem to need their back against the wall before they finally catch that gear.
Right.
Not Earl. Earl wants to eat you alive right from the very beginning.
Well, it brings them to their attention, to the maximum attention when you're You're fighting for your life, and that's they need to get that attention at the beginning of the match. Okay.
Interesting. Earl did come up dry there. And I'm happy they're wearing different colors today. It's going to be a lot easier. Oh, my gosh,
I know. I was mixing them up for sure.
Well, and their names both start with E. They were both wearing black yesterday, and it was just very threw me off. You're watching Efren the Magician Reyes playing right now, and if some of our newer players out there are listening and you're curious who this guy is, he is a BCA Hall of Famer, a 3-time world champion, U.S. Open 9-ball winner in 1994. He's also a Derby City all-around winner, a 1-pocket champion, 9-pocket champion at Derby. There's way too many titles to list with this guy. And he is arguably the most recognized pool player in the world, definitely in the Philippines.
For sure, and Earl's the second most recognized. I've been to the Philippines, and they recognize Earl. Just the average street person recognizes Earl. It's amazing.
He leaves an impression.
Yeah.
And as far as Earl's many, many accomplishments, also a BCA Hall of Famer. He is a 5-time world 9-ball champion, a 5-time U.S. Open 9-ball champion. Lots of other ones. I heard Finnegan, when he was announcing him, saying he's run 11 racks of 9-ball in a row. 11. That's insane.
That's right. And he pocketed a cool $1 million for that. For that accomplishment.
Mm-hmm. And knowing that there was $1 million on the line too. Like,
wow!
I mean, that says a lot. If you're just at home and you're just shooting by yourself and you run 11 racks, that's impressive as is. But to know you got $1 million riding, wow. Can you imagine what that last 9-ball must have felt like?
That's amazing.
Safe.
Earl's changed a lot in the past couple of years. I'm close with all these pro players, and Steinway Pool Hall has really helped Earl. Mm-hmm. And his attitude is so much better now.
It is. Steinway has been an integral part of the New York City pool scene, becoming more and more every single day. It's a fantastic pool room. Tons of pool tables, Brunswick tables here. They've got one 10-foot table. They've got amazing food, a full bar. It's really an impressive room, and it constantly is putting on these fantastic matches for people to watch. So if you're in the area, I highly recommend coming down here. Completely worth the trip.
Absolutely.
And if you're not near watching us via the live stream, you can thank Inside Pool and NYC Grind, in particular my co-commentator, Alvin, who is the brains behind your visual pleasure right now.
Well, thank you so much, Gail. It's always fun to come and visit you and Tony in New York and all my New York friends. I'm amazed. I feel at home here. I mean, people are so nice in New York. They treat us so well. So thank you so much, Steinway Pool Hall, and everyone else, the New Yorkers, and all the pool fans tuning in across the world, across the galaxy. I do appreciate you watching, whether you're on world or off world. We are mega live here at Steinway Pool Hall with Earl versus Efren. The match I've been dreaming about since I started doing pool videos.
I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, Earl inspired me to keep going with pool and not giving up. And these two are legend. I mean, this is the determination, the peak of determination and willpower. These two guys here to be the best in the world at what you do, and that is an amazing accomplishment to be able to master yourself and the game.
Yep.
And whether you can keep playing on and on and on and become timeless with it.
Now I think
Earl Strickland is timeless, that's for sure.
That's for darn sure. I think right now he's asking about the call shot, call safety rule, and they are playing with those rules. Correct me if I'm wrong, Alvin?
I believe so.
I believe so. I'll have to get confirmation from Finnegan. But if they're playing the call shot, call safe rules, Earl would technically have the option, since Efren did call that 3-ball, to give this shot back should he not like the position that he was left.
Okay, and we have our stats in with Earl Strickland shooting 1,000, and Reyes is too low yet to determine. And we'll keep, that's ProPool.com doing the stats. Oh. Ron Hoffman, thank you, is a big sponsor of this show.
How nice. That's a nice feature.
Did great, came through it for us. Excellent.
He's trying to squeeze that cue ball behind the 5-ball there, and I don't know if he got that. Nope. He does have a visual of the 3-ball here, and I got a feeling Efren's going to be trying to stick the cue ball behind the 4 and the 8 over there.
He's going to tuck that up behind the 4-ball. Mm-hmm. Nice.
That's actually what I thought Efren would try to do. And I've seen Efren miss 2 shots here already. And now he's stuck behind a ball.
Well, he's never played on a 10-foot pool table before yesterday. From what I understand, that was the first time he's ever played on one.
Ever?
Mm-hmm. That's what I was told.
Wow.
I was told he's never played on a 5x10. So, and this is Earl's stomping ground. So.
Wow! Wow! He just mass-hate kicked at that 3-ball and hit it square in the face. Wow!
That's what everybody's here to see.
I think Earl might have the side pocket here.
See if he can weave it in there. That pocket's going to be about as big as the 5-ball.
What did you say earlier today? I heard you could stick your head in the side pocket. Not this one.
No.
But at a different pool table we were at earlier.
Yeah, you could stick your head in the side pockets at that table, at that place. Always fun with my friends in the pool world.
Ah, Earl is going for the...
Wow. Nice. See if he...
I think he hit
Did it leak out?
I think it might have just hit it too hard.
Oops. These guys are going to enjoy themselves, I'm sure. They love playing each other. This is chess of the pool world at its finest.
Yeah, Efren's clearly trying to get a hold of the speed on this table. And I think he's just trying to get comfortable. I mean, like you said before, Earl is comfortable in this room. He plays here all the time. He plays on this particular table all the time. And he's got the home crowd. And I'm sure Efren's trying to get acclimated. See?
Stood right up off the ball. Yeah, he's not comfortable. This is Earl's kind of environment. It really is. the 5x10, which he resurrected from oblivion with his constant talking about it.
He is definitely an advocate for the 5x10.
Yeah. And even Earl butchered the ball. Let's make sure our score is correct.
Yeah, I think they've only played one rack.
Okay, these guys go so fast. We got to keep
This is
track.
a very
Okay, you gotta help me
strange
here.
rack. It's very strange. I wonder if Efren's still got his head in the chess game.
Was he playing chess before this?
He was yesterday.
Nice.
There's the shot I'm used to seeing. Even here at Steinway right now, Finnegan, Predator Pro-Am Tour's tournament director, he runs a Monday and Wednesday tournament here at Steinway, and sold out, just because everybody's here watching anyway. They figure, I'll play in a little mini tournament while I'm here.
The New York pool scene is mega. I mean, there's people everywhere. It's unlike any other place on the planet, of course.
We did have a very, very successful season opener this weekend. Our largest ever. The Predator Pro-Am Tour had 105 amateurs playing in its season opener.
I think I was here for that.
I think you were. And then 26 Open Pros played, or 26 players played in the Open Pro on Sunday. So Efren's going to get on the board, and we will have an even score, 1-1 apiece. And that was not the prettiest rack I ever saw these two guys play, but I got a feeling we'll get some better pool coming up for you.
For sure. It's opening round here. Again, we want to thank ProPool.com, CNG Gas, NYCGrind.com. Coast to Coast Restoration. And we are here at this Battle of Legends, Steinway Billiards.
Wing ball flew in.
Nice.
7 ball. Yeah, I thought it might give him trouble, but I think he's got a wide open view of the 1.
He's got a shot on the 1 ball. It's not the easiest shot in the world, but hey, it's least natural. It goes towards, you can roll it right towards the hole with different English.
Just looks really long because it's this 10-foot table.
Yeah, it sure does.
But no problem for the magician. And then I don't see any problems here. I mean, I could pretend the 5 might give him some trouble, just for the dramatics of it.
Sure.
Okay, I'll say it. The 5 might be very dangerous here.
Perfect.
Well played.
All right, Strickland's shooting at 857, and Reyes is shooting at 385. Spikes that one. Here's your problem area you were talking about, Gail. It became a problem, didn't it? Let's have a look.
I didn't want to be right.
I know that feeling.
Can he, does the 5 go by the 9? It is so hard to tell on these screens. Looks like he's queuing up for it, so.
No.
Yeah, I think
he's
so.
going to go.
Yeah. No problems.
Nice. That wasn't an easy shot either.
No, it wasn't. Neither was the ball get to that 5 ball like that.
Wow. Efren Reyes, the magician.
He took getting close to your work to a whole new level.
9 ball is Efren's game. unless he stands up on the ball like that.
That you're right, and
Totally
that's
not,
a very good observation, I think.
Yeah, he's totally nervous. That's a nerves thing. That's, look at it. I mean, Earl's got the crowd. He's got everything going for him here. It's tough to play in that kind of condition where you're the underdog, quote unquote. Sure, Efren traveled from the Philippines. It's 13 hours time difference there, so you got to put all these factors in. Earl literally lives across the street from this pool table.
Yep. This is his other home right here on this table.
Take all those things into consideration when you see Efren miss a ball. It's not his. There's a lot of factors going into this match. We got hundreds of people watching out there all over the galaxy for sure. I've already been told that. But Efren is amazing. Nice.
Well done. If he gets that 7 ball, I'll be really happy.
Look at if he gets the safety. Wow. I think it leaked out a little bit, though. I think we're maybe not.
No, Earl called safe.
Nope.
He's going to try to hit this full and send the 6 ball down table. Just like that. God.
Man, very nice. Don't worry, that ain't no good, he says.
For almost everybody on the planet, that would be a good shot.
It's so Earl.
Look at that.
Uh-oh.
Nope. Unless that 6 ball.
He hit that kind of recklessly, didn't he?
Yeah. Not that Earl would be shooting if Efren did pocket the 6 ball, because he would give that shot right back to him. Earl's going to take 2-1 lead unless something wild happens.
Okay.
2-1.
2-1.
Earl Strickland.
The Pearl. Thank you all so much for joining us out there at InsidePool.tv for this historic match. Thanks for supporting Inside Pool and NYC Grind. CNG Gas, of course. Here at this amazing city. Every time I drive by the skyline, it just takes your breath away. It's amazing. It's like there's nothing better than looking in your rearview mirror and seeing the Chrysler building there. You know, like, wow, that's amazing.
Well, now
I'm an Ohioan, so I'm just visiting.
There's a place in Brooklyn called the Promenade. It's my favorite place to look at the skyline of New York.
Man, it's just an amazing pile of bricks, Manhattan, you know? It's just a...
Yep.
All right, Strickland's shooting 889. Reyes is at 500.
Oh, he did not mean to run into that 7 ball. I couldn't tell if he's going to go for this ball or if he called a safety. He's been playing it pretty close to the vest here. He's more safeties than I'm used to, and I wonder if that's his time playing on the Predator Pro-Am Tour where he's used to the call shot, call safe. You tend to play a little bit more conservative with those rules. And I'm wondering if the time on the tour has given him a little bit more of a familiarity with that kind of play.
I like you guys, especially I love how it's race to 7. That's so, time-wise, it's just so much better, especially for video. It's always best to just like 45 minutes, be done, not hours and hours and hours for a race to 15. Or
we still have a few players that make it an hour and a half. But
race to 7, 8, 9 at the most. That's good for video. Anything more?
Wow.
All right, look at that. Wow.
Great shot by the magician.
Unbelievable. Yep. Earl's starting to let stuff get in his head. That can be good or bad.
It depends on who you're asking. A lot of people watching.
Yeah, I can't see how many.
There are no jump cues allowed unless they jump with a full-length cue. That's the only way you're going to see any jumping. And he makes contact. I'm impressed he made contact. I just feel like that ball was in such a difficult place already. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Very good shot.
He drove that around so nice.
Efren's just got to get a hold of his, I don't want to say nerves, he's Efren. I don't know what nerves you really have when you're Efren, but got to get a hold of his game.
Yeah, it's definitely nerves.
You think so?
Yes, I watch it. I do this so much.
I guess everybody has, even the masters still get nervous, but.
Yeah, so whatever's going on, he's jumping up and he's twitching around, and that's moving a lot. That's nerves. From my experience, I don't know. But
I'm telling you, it could just be that chess game.
Could be, or he's just warming up. That happens a lot when they're just warming up.
He took a while to warm up yesterday, too. Perfect.
Two to two. This race to 21.
And really, if both of them catch the gear in shot making, it's going to come down to the break and being able to play an effective safety on this big 10-foot table. Because I've seen both of them struggling with the speed on this 10-foot table to play the right safety. Yesterday, I watched Efren make at least 2 poor safeties based on just lack of cue ball control, and I really think not having the speed of the table down.
Yeah, this thing, it's so much different than a 9-footer. I mean, there's just so much different about it. The lighting also adds some speed to the... it energizes everything.
True.
On all the TV tables I've seen, all the players say this table plays different than all the other tables.
Yep. Manny, the owner of one of the owners of Steinway Billiards here, does a really good job of maintaining the equipment. I mean, he's an avid room owner that takes care of what the players are interested in. I mean, he listens, he hangs out with the players, and nobody's going to get it perfect, but he really makes an active effort to do right by the room so that the players will be very happy with their conditions.
Now see, he stood up off that ball. He wasn't comfortable with it.
I feel like somebody slipped something in these guys' drink.
Yeah, they're just getting warmed up. There's so much pressure on both of them.
Yeah.
Everybody expects both of them to win.
And well, see, he used all the pocket there. There is something to be said about that, because I feel like no matter what your intermediate, advanced, or higher level, when you're playing somebody where people are watching you and they expect you're supposed to make this shot, there is an element of pressure that comes with that expectation.
Oh yeah, especially when there's a room full of people and they're all here to see you. You know,
Here to see you play perfect and amazing, and yeah. I don't know what in the world he's going to do with this 7 ball. You think he just goes for the combo?
you got to, or you bank it. He's an expert bank pool player, so.
You don't think he would try to pull the 7 ball out now with the 6?
That's a lot of movement.
I think so too.
You know? That's a lot of travel on this table. That's like 12 feet.
Or you could just play to shoot the 7 down table, because you're Efren.
Amazing player. Both of these guys are just unbelievable. This is, since we first talked about this match, I've been waiting. I've been really excited for this. Wow.
Yeah. It was a ballsy shot to take, considering you haven't been pocketing super well so far in the match.
Absolutely.
And Earl will gladly. I mean, even he overshot that. He's fine, but he overshot the ball.
Efren's getting in his head a little bit.
Ooh, if he gets on the rail, that's not the easiest shot in the world to shoot, and he's going to get right on the rail. Why the ball? Did you say why the ball's skidding?
He says I can't understand why the ball's skidding.
And that reminds me, I one time heard him say, and I can vouch he did say this, I have never missed a ball that was my fault.
Yeah, exactly. And okay, match, here we go. Click, click, click.
And so now Earl will take a 3-2 lead against Efren. Tournament director William Finnegan wrecking the balls for him.
The one and only.
There's only one Finnegan, that's for sure.
Yes. So we got the one in the side. It looks like he's got, let's have a look at the overhead cam here. We all like seeing the overhead. We need to have one directly above the table on this.
Yes.
But the light is humongous on this table. It's like,
It's a 10-foot table.
it's a giant light. All right. All right, Strickland's at 852 and Reyes is at 611.
Wow.
ProPool.com stats.
What a great shot.
Did he spike it?
He slid it all the way down the rail and then
Nice.
comboed the 8 ball.
My life is called practice.
Okay. He said he wants to duck. I didn't hear what he said.
I couldn't hear him either.
It's tough. There's so many people in the room. This place is packed. Am I right or am I right? I'm right.
You are very right.
Safe. Yep. He said he was going to duck. And
he's going to duck
wow,
well.
very nice.
We're fortunate we get to watch Earl.
Yeah, you're on.
We're fortunate we get to watch Earl a lot. Earl doesn't like to stay quiet for long.
No.
he likes to speak often.
He respects Efren, though, so he's not going to go ballistic on Efren. He's, Efren's, I can't count how many times I've heard him talk about how Efren's just his, one of his most amazing idols of pool. Talks about Efren all the time.
Oh.
Efren this, Efren that, Efren does this. So yeah, you're going to see Earl on his best behavior, don't you think?
I hope so. I know some people don't. I think some people come just to see
him explode.
Yeah. I like watching him play, not necessarily speak.
Yeah, sometimes he even makes me uncomfortable to be in the room.
I need more light.
I need more light, he said. That light's not big enough.
He needs more light.
Alvin, you just got done telling us that the light's huge, and he says, I need more light.
I mean, it definitely needs to be more light. He couldn't see the ball. It should be like the sun. You should get a suntan. Love Earl. Hopefully that's not too loud in the background there. It's not for me.
Yeah, I give up.
Give up? It's 5. We played 5 racks, 5.5.
I think that's the right score.
Yeah.
Okay. It's easy to get distracted here at InsidePool.tv.
Okay. Barring some unusual cosmic event, I think we're going to have a tie.
That happens.
Tie
sometimes.
race.
Yep, that happens. The Magician. Let's see how he got. Oh. Easy for him, though.
Yeah.
Awesome event here at Steinway Billiards. You get to see this guy, Efren the Magician. Keep up with the Earl the Pearl. It's 3-3 now.
3-3 race.
We have a lot of pool left.
Race to 21.
21.
In this Battle of Legends.
Yes. And I am joined with the lovely Gail Robles. Lovely and talented.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Joining us here. Okay.
And in case you didn't know, I'm here with the amazing, very helpful Alvin from Inside Pool.
Thank you, thank you. Glad I could have that title. All right, we're here. There's Finnegan and Efren. We're getting ready to crack off the 7th rack.
And Efren's watching him. Normally that's Earl watching Finnegan rack, and Efren's the one.
Oh, yeah. Thanks to BBQJunction.com. BBQJunction.com for the support on the stream. NYC Grind, CNG Gas, Thomas Warren, thank you, sir. A1 Messaging Service, Coast to Coast Restoration, and ProPool.com. We're going to get a stat update soon.
Oh, and now, see ya.
The instruction.
Earl went back to instructing Finnegan on racking.
Tracks perfect.
All right, Strickland is at 838, and Reyes is at 640.
Okay.
ProPool.com stats. Get back to the action.
Well, that didn't break perfectly.
Made a ball. Got shape on the one.
That 2 ball isn't in the way.
Let's see, I put enough cameras up on the ceiling. You should be able to see.
It may squeeze by. It is so hard to tell from this angle.
It's so tough. I think that it. No, he's hitting low. Playing
Oh,
the
wow.
combo.
Did he go for the combo?
He sure did.
Playing that ball. We don't know what he's doing.
We don't know what he's doing. Earl feels the pressure now. The heat's coming on him. You hear him?
We're going to get a rule question. Was he going for that? You think he was going for that shot?
Of course he was going for it. Of course he was going for it. There should be no question. It's Efren Reyes. It's the greatest pool player on the planet.
Wow, to have that title.
He's the guy that everybody says is the best in the world. So, not everybody, but the majority. The majority of people say Efren Reyes is the best. Wouldn't you say?
I would say so. Well, actually, I think the majority of people would say Tom Cruise, but the majority of pool players would say Efren Reyes.
Yep, and close second is Earl Strickland.
Kevin Trudeau, I think it was Kevin Trudeau, did a questionnaire to random people in a mall at one point, and they asked, who's the best pool player in the world?
Willie Mosconi.
No, they said Tom Cruise.
Nice. I didn't know that.
And then I think they said Minnesota.
Fats.
No, I think they got that one wrong too.
They even got it wrong, huh? Minnesota Mosconi.
Something like that. I don't remember. Maybe the chat room will help me out with that story, but it was something awful that pool players just cringe every time they hear it. Shows how much the general population does not know about pool.
Well, that's what we're changing here at InsidePool.tv. We are breaking through time. We're breaking free. Look at that. He broke free from the table with the cue ball here as Earl takes ball in hand into the 4th dimension. And there you go. Goodbye, 1 ball. Earl loves getting creative with those long stroke shots. How many pounds of arm weights are welded on this tonight? I think it's like I know it's for weight, but I think he's kind of scared. I think he's hiding behind. The more powerful a player he plays, the more he hides behind. It's like it's.
So when he plays me, he's not wearing any weights at all.
I don't know. You play pretty good, Gail.
No, not like. Could dream to make as good a shot as these guys do half the time, quarter of the time.
Sure. Well, you actually have a life outside of pool.
Do I?
No, I'm just joking. No, I don't. Wow. All right, he breaks the 6-9 out, and we're rolling here.
Good shot.
Mr. Strickland, the Pearl, here at Steinway Billiards, New York City. This is the place to be in New York City. I keep finding myself, hey, I'm in New York. Hey, I'm in New York. I'm waking up here. All right.
And Earl is going to keep maintaining his 1-game lead on Efren.
That's how it's going to go.
Did you have a favorite coming into this?
No.
You did not?
I do not bet on Earl or Efren. I do not
against them?
Guess. Yeah, I do not deal anything with Earl or Efren in guessing.
Gotcha.
Because seen it. I've seen it all with Efren Reyes.
Is he changing shafts? He is changing shafts.
Okay.
He just didn't like that shaft.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I know he
That
has
was
a cue
the problem.
case. His cue case has like 15 cues in it.
He's a golf player.
A golfer?
He's trying to bring the element of the golf clubs into pool with pool cues.
Yes. I heard he's a really good golfer too, actually.
Oh,
I heard
is he?
Earl's an excellent golfer. Okay, we're looking at 867, and Reyes is shooting 623. And Ron Hoffman, Pro Pool Stats, is doing stats at Rose's Billiards in Eureka, California. I bet it's warm there. We are here in New York City where it's not so warm, but it's nice.
Not bad.
What a great weekend for pool in the New York area. Earl Strickland plays a nice safety against his nemesis, Efren Reyes.
Nemesis and hero.
Absolutely. This is the argument, okay? This is the ultimate argument. Ultima ratio, ultimate argument. Earl Strickland versus Efren Reyes. Who's better? That is the ultimate pool argument. So here you are. You're going to find your answer tonight here at InsidePool.tv. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm your wild boy, Alvin Nelson with Inside Pool. I'm here with Gail Robles. We're loving it here, Earl and Efren, duking it out.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling so good earlier today, and Tony said, you know, why don't you stay home? And I said, it's Earl and Efren. I don't know if I will ever get this opportunity again. I can't stay home.
I've already met somebody that drove from Canada, 2 people that drove 8 hours from Canada, and I've
People from California?
Yeah, I met the guys flew out from LA, and I'm sure there's several others that have come in to see this thing. This is the biggest pool match going on the planet right now, and thank you so much for joining us here. One of the biggest pool matches in the last 25 years, I would say, since the last time these guys played.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice shot.
Earl spiking him home.
6 ball. Oh, he's going to be just fine. Perfect.
Ooh, almost.
Yeah, he navigated that like
perfectly.
I'd have run into the 6 ball and the 7 ball and the 8 ball.
Wow, put them all on the rail in a cluster, right?
Yeah.
And made your ball. And got hooked.
It would have been disaster, and you just did it effortlessly.
He's a power player, that's for sure. Earl Strickland, ultimate pro pool player.
Yes.
I mean, that's all there is to it.
He really wanted to come further down. Now he's going to have to stretch over the table. He's going to have to come forward, put the inside English on the ball.
He had like a 75-inch cue or something at one point he was playing with. It was ridiculous. He'd be playing and hitting the guy on the next table behind him.
Only Earl.
Then he got rid of that. He's still at an extended
nice
cue.
Shot.
All right, the Pearl strikes.
Extends his lead, 5-3.
I'm going to give a shout out to Simonis Cloth. For all their support of pool. Also, Universe Clothing, we want to give them a special shout out too, and Herman University as well. right. Very good.
Okay. Unfortunately, Efren's not looking at the easiest layout here as he's trying to catch up to Earl's 5 games.
All right, Strickland's playing an 889. Reyes is at a 600. We'll have the latest stat update soon here.
Good shot, Efren there. Okay, hope that 6 ball stays there. Good.
He's got a wide area he can land here for this 6 ball.
It's going to come short side?
And he's going to be at just about the worst place. Interesting here. So he's just going to
come forward,
pop hit this and roll it towards the side pocket, I suppose.
Yeah.
And just take the longer shot on the 7, or he'll go all the way around table. Okay, that's nice. I like that. Nice little shot there. He went a little sharp for my taste, but he's okay.
Yeah.
It's a routine shot for Efren Reyes. Even though it is a 10-foot table, it's a little bit of a different shot.
Yikes.
See that? Almost missed it. That's exactly what I was talking about.
See, but I love watching him because he does something like that. He has the best smile. He just laughs and...
He knows he got the roll there.
Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Well, unfortunately, Efren just got himself into quite the pickle. And he's not happy. And I actually think the crowd's not happy either. They want to see a close match here. They want to see both of these players play great, awesome pool. And Efren is just kind of having a bit of a tough time getting comfortable. He's going to play a nice safety here. And I really don't know what I would do if I were Earl right now. Francisco, I'm trying to convince Francisco to come in the booth with me. Uh-oh. And so Efren's going to close the gap a little bit there. Dry? It's going to come up dry.
Sell out.
Sell out.
Now Efren's going to have a good opportunity to continue to close that gap, that lead that Earl's got on him. We're seeing a bit of a shaky Efren, but I think maybe that last rack will help him catch his, calm his nerves down. Nice shot there. Now he's got a tricky position here. He wants to get pretty straight on this 5 ball. Not dead straight, but he's just got a narrow bit of room to get on this 5 ball. And he needs to thread the needle between the 8 and the 9.
All right, we're off. We're offline.
Oh, okay.